You're a Leeds lad, aren't you?
Yeah. From Leeds. We're just outside, so I'm born there. All the family's from Leeds, so my mum and dad are down. So my dad's a big Leeds fan, so there's mixed emotions for him, I think.
Did you grow up as a Leeds fan?
No, I was, well, I still am a Man United fan, to my dad's annoyance. My best mate was a big Man United fan, and I copied everything he did when we were young, so yeah, I copied him, so yeah, Man United fan.
So no allegiance to Leeds. What do you know about them as a squad, as a team?
Well, at the present time, obviously we know a lot. We've done a lot of homework on it. They've got good attacking options. Obviously, one of the best strikers in the league in Ross McCormack. We've got the two good wingers in Kebe and Stewart, who we've played against obviously when he was at Charlton. And they've got the steel in the middle of midfield as well with Randolph Austin. At the back, they've got young players but with experience as well in Leeds, and Pierce at the back. So we know a lot about every team we come against. We know the strengths and weaknesses. So it's concentrating on our game, but also knowing how to capitalise on their weaknesses.
Do you see Ross McCormack as their biggest threat?
Obviously, he's one of the threats. If you're going to put all your eggs in one basket and try and stop him, then there's a big chance that someone else is going to pop up and maybe punish you. So we know he's one of the major threats. He's the major threat, but they've also got other threats in the team that we need to nullify as well.
I mean, they're on the back of a fantastic 5-1 win, especially against their local rivals at the weekend. They're going to be full of confidence coming into this game. So how are you going to stop
them? Just by going with a game plan that the gaffer, Daz and Terry have given us. Like you said, they come off a great result where I think from a person looking outside in with a bit of the problems that were going on off the field, you're thinking, well, it could be work one of two ways. Either they're going to get thumped or they're going to come together as a club, which they did, and someone's going to be on the end of a hammer in, which Huddersfield were. So we know it's all about ourselves. I think by the weather forecast we all know it's not going to be maybe a pretty game with the blustery winds and the weather, so it could come down to the finer details, which we've been through over the last couple of days.
With the weather, as you mentioned, forecast, is that conditions that might suit you better than them?
I don't know, it's one of them that who wants it the most, like every game. When you're playing in England, there's conditions everywhere, isn't there? So looking even in the top league, the Premier League, Stoke, when Man United played them the other day, the conditions weren't the best, and Stoke prevailed with a 3 points. So obviously we're the underdog in every game we go into. So yeah, hopefully the weather can benefit us.
As a player, when there's things going on above playing level, at boardroom level, with what's happened with Byron McDermott, does that affect players? Do you think that will have affected the Leeds players at all coming into this game? I mean, obviously, probably it didn't show last weekend because they won 5-1, but as the weeks progressed and Byron McDermott seems to be back in his position now, what's going through the players' heads? Do you get that?
Well, like I say, it can work. Luckily, I've not been in that situation, but it can work two ways. Like you say, you could let it affect you, but by all accounts, looking obviously from the outside in, they'd done all the work, and he was relieved of his duties or not relieved of his duties on the Friday, so all the work he'd done on the training pitch. So obviously when it came to Saturday, the players knew the game plan, and like it looks like that the players have got together and thought, come on, let's do this for the manager, which is fair play to him, and a big plus for them. The fans are right behind Byron McDermott. Obviously my dad's a big Leeds fan, so he's telling me what's happening, so it's worked in a positive way for the playing staff, with the fans getting behind them. If the new chairman does come in, it's going to put him in a big situation with does he stick by his decision, or what we believe they're going to relieve him of his duties, or is he going to stay, because he's been a fantastic manager. He's done big things at Leeds and obviously when he was at Reading as well.
Now it's an early kick-off, 12:15. Does that affect you on the day as a player? I mean, the way you prepare for the game?
It affects you. You need to do things a bit early. You won't be having your pre-match at 12:30, obviously, because the game will be going ahead. So yeah, we've changed plans. We've got our little where we're all meeting at certain times. So we'll be all meeting around 8:30 for pre-match breakfast, if you want to call it, and then have our meetings, and yeah, we'll be going from there.
And it's in front of the TV cameras as well. Does that add a bit of spice to the game?
Yeah, I suppose it does. But for me personally, it's just any normal game. You know, you're out there. There's cameras every game. It's just the fact that it'd be streamed out live to people. So some people it might be an added incentive, but it's different for every person.
And just finally, with yourself, how are you all fit and ready to go?
Yep, all fit and ready to go. So the games are coming thick and fast now. So you know, that's all the footballers want to do. They'd rather play games and be out on the training pitch. So it's happy days really that they're coming Saturday, Tuesday.